Plotly-Enterprise provides data scientists, domain experts, and data teams with the simplest and fastest way to create, deploy, and manage sophisticated data applications. With this newest release, we focused on enhancing the collaboration, control, and customization of your data apps in the Dash Enterprise platform. In this demonstration, I'd like to focus on those last two, the control and customization, by showing you how this release's addition of global environment variables extends the control and uses the configuration to fit your custom environment. I'll also share how this supports some typical use cases that you shared with us. First, let's start with the questions. Why did we make global environment variables? What did customers say to prompt its development? Customers have been looking for a way to centrally create, manage, and share values across applications. They want to make managing, sharing, and using variables easier. Global environment variables provide admins with the ability to centrally set and manage values in a single location. Those values are then accessible to all users on the platform to use in any of their Dash apps. There's no need to share variables outside of Dash Enterprise. Everything can be done quickly and securely in the platform. Everything for global environment variables is done directly in Dash Enterprise, Plotly's platform for creating and hosting data apps. I'll do a quick walkthrough of how it works. We'll set a variable with a URL to Plotly's logo that can then be used by all applications. The first thing we want to do is create a global environment variable. This can be done by admins in the Platform and Users section of Dash Enterprise. All you need to do is click on the Global Environment Variables tab, click Add, and fill out the values. I've created a global environment variable called Plotly Logo with a value that has a URL to the image of Plotly's company logo. Now that I've added a variable with Plotly's company logo, let's move on to the next step, using the variable in a Dash app. This can be done directly in Dash Enterprise using the Workspace, which is the platform's built-in code editor. Normally, environment variables need to be set in each individual app, but with global environment variables, they're set at the platform level, so the creator of the app doesn't need to take any additional steps to start using the values. I have an app running in my workspace, and now I'm going to add the logo. All I need is a single line of code. Global environment variables use the same Python syntax I would for a normal environment variable. The code and value they use will be identical across all apps, and I will get the same result in each app, creating a consistent look and feel. Once I've added the code that references my variable, all I need to do is save, and the app running in my workspace will automatically refresh, showing the logo in the header. I can do the same thing in the second app. I add the code, save, and the header will automatically get the logo from the environment variable. There's no additional configuration required. This is just one of the many use cases for global environment variables. It could also be used for centrally managed database credentials to a cloud resource like Databricks or AWS. Another use case is for an API key to an external service like OpenAI or Salesforce. Any sort of value you want to centrally share and manage can become a global environment variable in Dash Enterprise. Thank you so much for tuning into this quick demo on global environment variables. To get started using this feature in Dash Enterprise, please reach out to plotly.com/contact-sales. We can't wait to see how you incorporate it into your data apps.
Hey all, I'm Mandy. I'm a product manager at Plotly, and I'm going to speak to you about a new feature we are launching in 5.4 called horizontal scaling for apps. Now, up until the last version, you had to set a number of replicas for each application based on the traffic and the load that you expect on that application, which can be hard to determine before you launch that app. Now, with this version, we are taking that off your hands, and you can still set a minimum and a maximum, so you know the range. But other than that, the system will automatically scale up or scale down the number of replicas for your applications. What that means for you is that your applications have better availability and responsiveness and can respond better to the fluctuations in demand and traffic, while it also means that your system utilization gets better as different apps that need resources at different times can really work together to optimize for resources. And finally, there is no optimization of the threshold or scaling metric required on your part. It just works great for data extensive Dash apps. And with that, I want to thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of the show.